Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, there lived a cat named Della. She was no ordinary cat. She was the most beautiful cat anyone had ever seen. Her fur was as white as freshly fallen snow, and her eyes shone like the brightest stars in the night sky. Della knew she was beautiful, and she took great pride in it. Every day, Della would prance around the village, showing off her silky fur and twinkling eyes. The other animals would admire her from afar, whispering about her beauty. Della would often purr with contentment, feeling superior to all the other animals. One sunny morning, Della spotted a group of children playing near the village square. She decided to make her grand entrance, hoping to capture their attention and admiration. As she strutted towards them, her fur glimmered in the sunlight, and her graceful movements caught the children's eyes. "Wow, look at that beautiful cat!" one of the children exclaimed. Della couldn't have been happier. She basked in the praise and attention, feeling even more beautiful and important. She spent hours playing with the children, reveling in their admiration. Days turned into weeks, and Della's pride grew even stronger. She spent less time with her old friends, the other village cats, and more time with the children. She began to ignore the other animals, believing herself to be too good for their company. One day, as Della was lounging in the sun with the children, a small scruffy dog named Rusty approached. Rusty had always been friendly to Della, but now she simply ignored him. Rusty looked at Della with sad eyes and said, "Della, do you remember when we used to chase butterflies together and share stories under the moonlight?" Della, in her arrogance, replied, "I have no time for such things now. I am too beautiful and important to spend time with a scruffy dog like you." Rusty's heart sank, and he walked away, feeling hurt and rejected. As time passed, Della's beauty began to fade. Her fur lost some of its luster, and her eyes dimmed. The children, too, began to lose interest in her as they found new playmates. One day, Della found herself all alone, with no one to admire her beauty. She felt a deep sense of loneliness and regret. She realized that her pride and arrogance had driven away her true friends and left her with nothing but faded beauty. With a heavy heart, Della set out to find Rusty and apologize. She searched the entire village until she found him sitting alone by a tree. "I'm sorry, Rusty," Della said, tears in her eyes. "I was so blinded by my own pride that I pushed away my true friends. Can you forgive me?" Rusty looked at Della, his eyes softening. "Of course, Della. I missed our friendship." From that day on, Della learned the importance of humility and the value of true friendship. She no longer judged others by their appearance, but by the kindness in their hearts. She became a beloved member of the village, not just for her beauty, but for her warm and caring nature. And so, the once proud cat learned that true beauty lies not just in appearances, but in the kindness and love we share with others. Della's story became a cherished lesson for all the animals in the village, and they lived happily ever after, together in harmony and friendship. The moral of the story: true beauty comes from within, and it is our kindness and humility that make us truly special.